Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jagadev, everybody. So lovely to see all of you. Hopefully your prayer, the weather will change. Otherwise, like every year, for just love, God always shower you with His grace, you know. So you have any question? Nobody have any question? Yes, Tilakavati, I always see. There's only one person who always have question.
Can you hear me? Yes. Dear Guruji, we know that you just came back from the pilgrimage, and we were watching it, of course, online with great interest. Could you share with us how was it for you? What did you like the most?
You were watching it, no?
No.
With great interest.
Yes, but how was it for you?
For me, normal. You see, one thing is very often people ask me if I'm excited. Now, often whenever we have to go somewhere traveling, people are always ask me, "Are you excited to go this place?" Actually, no, I'm not. Really, I don't understand how people can get excitement for a short time, but actually that's what people look for. Short time excitement in life. Yeah? When the excitement is finished, the joy and happiness also is gone. How we call it? Ice cream enjoyment. Ice cream like that, you want so much excited to have ice cream. Once you get the ice cream, one scoop, wonderful. Second scoop, the love is going down. Third scoop, all the love, all the excitement that you wanted to have ice cream is gone. But this is the mind of people, actually, you see. They don't know better. If you look at the world outside, what people does, they work throughout the life, throughout whole year they work to get this 2 weeks of holiday. You know, they look forward for that. You know, throughout the year they plan only to have this 2 weeks of holiday. And then they're excited. Yeah? They're very excited. And you ask them, what kind of excitement do you have while you enjoy this 2 weeks? They were grumpy, they were fighting, they were drinking, they were half of the time not present inside of their body. They don't even realize, have I really enjoyed that 2 weeks of holiday? Yes, I have taken a nice picture. I have seen beautiful beach. The sea was nice to swim. But how much do you treasure from that? That short time enjoyment, once that is finished, what happened? Nothing. That's what you look for excitement for. But this is sadly the truth of this world, you know. People are excited for short-term happiness. And if you ask me for myself, no, I don't find. Very often, like I was saying, they ask me, I'm excited. No, I'm not excited to go somewhere. But I am so excited to see devotees. This is true. Even in the trip, while I was saying, while we stayed at the devotee's house, it's such a pleasure to be in the house of the devotee. It's completely different. And that's what I enjoy, really. To spend time with the devotee. And I'm sure the devotee also, because very often while traveling, at the end we ask the people, what have you enjoyed? You know, they enjoy the presence of the Guru. No? They enjoy the presence of the Master. No? And this is a time where, I guess, don't know how long this will be, but this is a time where the devotee can be close. You know? And yeah, that interaction is important. You know? And that is what I enjoy. I enjoy the company of my devotee, So, any more questions? Yes. Yeah, I'll speak to.
Jai Gurudev Guruji. Sometimes we get very proud about the service that we've been performing. For example, if a Guru gives some instruction, I'll go do some service and we become proud of that service. But in Bhagavad Gita, once I ask you if Arjuna he had reached this God realization, and you say to me that no, because he was still attached into the position. And but in the Bhagavad Gita itself, when Krishna is saying that among the Pandavas I'm Arjuna, he keeps the state of humility. Can you explain about that?
You see, when Bhagavan said, actually, chapter 11, 10. So when he said that among the Pandava, I'm Arjun, he don't mean Arjun as the personification. Then we look at the character of Arjun itself, What is Arjun? That prolific archer? What make him really the great archer? Is that single-pointed mindedness that he have, When Dronacharya, when they were young, they were studying in the Gurukul, Dronacharya asked Yudhishthira, wanted to test Yudhishthira, there was a bird on the tree, and asked Yudhishthira, what do you see? What did he say? I see a bird. And he said, I see trees, branches, Then he asked Duryodhana, what do you see? Again, Duryodhana said, I see the bird, I see the feathers, beautiful. I see, don't forget the bird was a wooden bird. And I see the branches, the fruits. And then I said, okay, fine, you can go. Yudhishthira, you can go. Then asked him, what you can see? Him said, I see the bird, of course, but I see lots of fruits on the tree. Bhim like to eat. So I see a lot of fruits on the trees. Dronacharya looked at him and said, okay, go. So then he called Arjun and asked Arjun, what do you see? Arjun, look. He said, I see the eyes of the bird. That what else do you see? Nothing else. I see only the eyes of the bird. And I said, I am standing next to you. You don't see me? I said, no, I see the eyes of the bird. I said, shoot. And he shot. He shot the eyes. Everybody here. Cluck. But do you think Arjun just became great like that? No. He had this determination to have that single-pointed mindedness, that focus. That's why he could really see only that. When Krishna referred to himself as Arjun, he referred to him as that archer, which have that single-pointed aim, that sharpness, that laser focus upon. That's what he means. I am that. I am that faith. Because you see, okay, we have faith in God. Well, supposedly people have. As long as things goes well for them, they have faith. But the moment it doesn't go the way they want, the faith disappeared. Where does the faith go? It's finished. It changed. Why? In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 3 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, those who have faith in the Dharma, they don't come back again to the cycle of birth and death. here Bhagavan emphasized upon that faith. But faith doesn't come just like that, you know. Actually, faith is the first thing that awakes when you start to search on your spiritual path. You start searching, you start looking for. It is faith first. If you don't have faith, what the use of adventuring into that? But we have faith in so many things, you know? But we don't have faith in perfectioning ourselves. We have faith in external things, you know. Yes, it's easy to have faith in the deity, it's easy to have faith in Guruji, it's easy to have faith elsewhere. But does we transform ourselves, you know, by having faith like that? No, we have to have faith firstly, like Krishna said. First, you have to have faith with yourself, you know. To have faith with oneself, you have to know yourself. But to get to know yourself, first you have to cleanse so much. But there's two major facts that stop you. No? Two major facts is the desire and your ego. To have that single-pointedness like Arjun, you know, one must cleanse oneself of these two things. Pride, you know, what we have, you know, is never enough. Greediness arise. You know. This is all the desires inside. And of course, the ego, it is so much, prominent, but make us think, yes, we are very great. Also on the spiritual path, you know, very often they, oh yeah, I am great devotee of the Lord. He knows me only. Imagine the whole universe, how big it is, and this God knows only you. Because you think that you have the full faith, but that is already pride, you know. And Bhagavan don't look at this. So, when Krishna is talking about, you know, when I say to you, you know, you ask your question about whether Arjun attained to that, you know. Of course, I can't say he don't have God realization. God is in front of him, you know. It's not that, but the Duryodhan also, God was in front of Duryodhan. They're the Kauravas, God was there in front of them all the time, no? But why they didn't attain to that? You know, when we look at after the war, you know, when they say when the time when Arjuna they all departed from this world, Yudhishthira was the last one. A dog was following Yudhishthira. He was the last one to reach Vaikuntha. All of the other one, they died on the way. So as he passed through Swargadwar, you know, and Indra was welcoming him, you know, such a great personality have come, you know. They brought the chariot for him, you know. And Indra said, yes, you can enter Vaikuntha. And then said, but I have a dog. This dog have been following me all the time. Would you take him also with me? With you? Can I take him also with me? I said, no, he can't. And you just said, how can he can't come if I can come? If I go to Vaikuntha, if I go to Vaikuntha, he also have to come with me. So he was very adamant. He said, no, if he don't go, I don't go. But because of that, the dog revealed himself to be Dharmaraj. Said, you pass the test. So he entered Vaikuntha and he was very amazed to see how wonderful it is. And the most amazing thing was, he saw all the Kauravas there. And when he saw, when they saw him, they're all running with big open arm to embrace him. There was no enmity. Nothing. Yudhishthira was shocked. And he was a bit frightened also. And then he started looking around. Okay, all of them are here, but where is my family? where's my brothers? They were dear to Krishna. Why are they not in Vaikuntha? It's a big question. So he asked, but can you tell me where's my brothers? He said, they are in Narak. They are in hell. How? What kind of justice is that? Many will think that they were next to Bhagwan, all the time, but how come they went to hell? So, Vyasa carry on explaining, saying that. Then he asked Indra. Indra said, look, first who passed away was Draupadi. He said, but why Draupadi is not here? She's born out of Agni Dev. How come she's not here? He said, well, there's a problem here. Draupadi, in spite of being very dedicated to all her husband, she had 5 husbands, but she never loved all 5 the same. She loved Arjun more. Because of that, she had to go for a little holiday. Downstairs. It's not permanent. Like holidays, when you go for holidays, never permanent. So then, said, what about Nakul Sahadev? Said, well, Nakul was very proud of his beauty. In his mind was always his beauty, whenever there's a mirror. Sahadev was very proud of his knowledge. And what about Bhim? Bhim had a very bad habit. He liked to eat. And when he died, he was feeling so hungry. Bring him also a little detour. So Yudhishthira said, but that is unfair. But how come these lot, they reach to Vaikuntha? He said, look, my dear, you see, the point is, when you all died, you all had other things in your mind. No? But don't forget that Kurukshetra itself, the land itself, is a blessed place. It's where King Kuru, not our dear Swami Kuru, but King Kuru was doing his meditation. And he said, whoever died on this land, all their sins will be forgiven, and they will attain Vaikuntha. So, you see, all the Kauravas, they died on Kurukshetra. So, according to the boon which King Kuru have given, that have to be fulfilled. So you see, even that, you see the hand of Krishna into, how to free these great souls, and bring them there. That's what we call Leela, actually, But these people, when they were dying, they had Krishna in the mind, Because even to attain Vaikuntha, don't just think that you go to Kurukshetra and say, because somebody have told me, I'll go there and die there. Because when you go to Kurukshetra, even now, they will tell you that. They will tell you, we stay there because whoever died here will go to Vaikuntha. But Vaikuntha is not a place. But you can just go like that. Don't think that people think that, yes, because I have tread the path of spirituality, that I can go I will go to Vaikuntha. No, you have to tread the path properly. And you have to have that faith now. Because if you don't have that faith itself, it's not possible. You will not even attain Krishna. No. So, faith is very important. People say faith is blind. Yeah, but through the blind faith, they all have become great saints. Through the blind faith, they have had darshan of Bhagavan. So, you see, in spite of being near to Krishna, that pride, have to vanish. But very often people being very prideful, even being near the Guru, as they do the seva, they become very prideful. Then the service gets tarnished. They can't tarnish Bhagavan, but the service, because with which attitude you are serving, that also is very important. So, you have any question more? Okay, ask your question.
Jai Gurudev. When our desires, or when my desire is not fulfilled, which I really long for, then I suffer. And it is said that suffering is burning the ego.
Not that kind of suffering.
Excuse me?
Not that kind of suffering, because more you see in that kind of suffering, because of the desire is so great, the ego is furnace more, it's like adding petrol to your desires, because this is the mindset of people, when the desire doesn't, when the desire don't get fulfilled, what happened? Yeah, because you see, yes, I have to fulfill that desire, because by fulfilling that desire, I have to become somebody. Yeah, how many think like that, The desire have to be for God. The devotee, when they pray, they say, there's one beautiful prayer by one saint, I can't remember his name. He said, make that in my service to you, there is no any obstruction. That is his desire. My service to you should not be, with any obstacle, with any ego into it. But most of our desire, human have what it is? Filled with ego. No? Of course you will suffer. You have to suffer. Because due to that desire, you will never be free. The mind will never be free. The mind will never transform. And like I said earlier, two demons that you have to get rid of you is desire and ego. And you think that by fulfilling your desire, you will be free? No, you will never be free. That suffering that you go through, you will suffer much more than that. And you meant to suffer more. Because you're inviting problem. Your life was perfect? No, I want problem. I want more suffering, give me. Great soul can ask for that, but they can remember Bhagwan continuously. Great soul can ask, but their mind is always focused, like Kunti, no? Prayed. No, not Kunti. Kunti, yeah. Said, please give me more problem. Who will go to God and say, God, please give me more problem? Why? Give me more problem, but I can remember you. Because my mind is very, flickering around, If I don't, my life is easy, will I remember you? In good time, will I remember you? No. Only in good time when we do just love. We are singing God's name all the time. But otherwise, we are so preoccupied with so many things, But these things become more important. Then of course, if that desire don't get fulfilled, you will get crazy. It's because you are obsessed about fulfilling that desire. Yeah? And the obsession of fulfilling that desire will make you more suffer. So don't think that karma is being burned. No. You're creating more karma, which you have to burn much more afterwards. Good. Jai Gurudev.